Hey, it's Peach Dude Man, and this might be the finale of Yooka-Laylee. It's the final boss, but I mean, it could take me several attempts, and then there's the ending and credits, so really, who knows? How you doing here over here, Quack? Okay, I accept your terms of mutual surrender. Carry on.
Is somebody having a bad time?
Duck down, duck down! Fetch my pillow full of duck down.
Oh, nice.
I can't feel my legs. Oh wait, I forgot. I removed them years ago. I really, this duck is one of my favorite characters of the game. Alright, here we go. My favorite characters of the game have been Dr. Quack and Trouser.
I like Mr. Quack.
Alright. Idiots! I can't believe you followed me into my personal pulverization chamber. Do you like my new voice? It said stationary cupboard on the elevator buttons. Your time trespassing on our premises is over, cruddy duo. After I've made you redundant, the pages will be mine, and using their power, our organization will rewrite the universe. I don't know why I said universe so weird. Prepare to witness my impressive short-term growth. Oh, okay, so I'm literally fighting him, but he's gonna be giant. I'm literally just bigger. Okay, cool. Gulp. That tonic wasn't on Vendy's menu. Let's teach this guy a lesson, Laylee. 2 + 2 is 4. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, bring it on. Yeah, come at me, chump. I don't know what to do. For now, I'm gonna dodge bees. Oh god, they're still coming after me. Whoa. Maybe I make them, like, run into him? I don't know. It's hard to tell when they're not following me anymore. Oh, and he can fly too, because he is also a bee! Whoa. The lighting in this room is really weird. Like, everything just looks yellow to me. I've talked about it before, but, like, when I'm recording stuff, like... Oh, geez. When I'm recording stuff, like, my TV gets brighter. So, like, for me, like, everything looks yellow right now. It's actually really hard to see what's going on in general. I can tell I'm being chased by a swarm of bees... But that's about it. I don't know how I attack this guy. Maybe I eat the bees.
Eat the bees. Eat them! No, they're not that tasty.
Nope. Maybe I sonic attack them. Let's try that. Oh, that disperses them. And then he gets mad. Can I attack him while he's mad like that? Like when he's raging, he's like, ah, nah, nah, nah. Is that when I hit him? Yes! That's exactly what you do. And then you get on top of him and you pound him.
Ground pound!
I'm just using all my gamer instincts here. And he's like, nah, I can't believe you did that. And then I'm like, pow, pow, pow. Yeah, that worked! I think that hurt him. Didn't he go like, oof?
Yeah. Well, anybody would go oof with their tummy when it's freaked.
And you're like, oh, I can't believe you did that. Ow. Alright. Ow. I'm being a little reckless. After I hit him, I should stop. Okay, the only thing is, it's hard to tell if I'm making progress. Do other forms of attack work? I mean, it looks like it feels like I'm doing damage to him. It's just, I don't know. He hasn't tried any new types of attacks yet. He just keeps doing this one. Usually you expect him to do something different by now, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's right in my stocks and shares!
No.
Quack, you foul fool! Send me up some corporate backup! And whatever you do, don't get the corporate crates mixed up with the ammo crates! Oh, thanks for the hint, buddy. Alright, on to phase 2. I think I'm half dead, though.
True.
They're on their way, sir. Fresh off the production line. Okay, well, it's just a little corplets. I'm not scared of that. And I bet one of these is an ammo crate, like this one that's standing out in the middle of nowhere. And then I bet I just shoot him. No? Is that not what I do? Maybe I have to get rid of all the minions first. Wait, what? What happened? Oh. I messed up. That's what happened. Maybe I have to go into first-person mode to shoot him? I'm kind of waiting for him to shoot so that I can quickly, like, go to first-person mode and then go, like, see, that's why I was waiting. I haven't quite figured out how to do this part yet. It seems obvious, I just get the power up and shoot him, but I can't get the first person without him hitting me. Oh, shit. Well, okay. I'm assuming I have to go all the way back to Phase 1, but Phase 1 is not that hard.
No.
Alright, we're back to fighting Capital B. At this point now, actually, I've been fighting Capital B for about an hour and a half. I've just had so many failed attempts that I decided to cut ahead so I can keep this as the finale episode. Maybe I'll show some particularly interesting moments of the failed attempts. You guys have already seen this part, so you know what to do here. But my gosh, this is just like one of the longest boss fights I've ever experienced in an adventure game. The problem is just, man, every attempt I make against this guy is like 10 minutes long. So it's just, ugh, it's draining. I'm actually on the next day. I'm on everything we recorded like between like 60 something and now was on Saturday, and now it's Sunday. I had to take a rest. I got exhausted from fighting this guy so much. So far today, I've taken one attempt. This second phase, which I showed off a little bit before, where you have to shoot ice bullets at him, this is the hardest one for me. Like, I wound up losing half my life here, and if I had more life, I think I could easily beat the final phase, which I haven't beaten yet. See, look at that right away. I already got hit. It's just, there's just so much coming at you in this phase. That's the hard part about this phase, is just there's just a lot of stuff. There's corplets that'll sneak up behind you while you're trying to shoot. You gotta dodge Capital B's bombs. It's just a lot to think about. Usually what I found is best is to try to find, you know, some corner where there's no corplets, and then after he shoots 3 shots, he'll freeze for a little bit, and you can fire. You have to kind of get like 4 strings. See, this is what always happens though. You have to get kind of like 4 strings off on him. And it's not very user-friendly to get out of first-person mode. You have to press the first-person mode button again. You can't just, like, jump out of it, which is what I always want to do. And then, I gotta aim. I waited a little too long, gotta jump! Alright. Whew, that was close. The biggest thing here is, like, preserving life, because you will need it for the later sections. You still want to do this part kind of fast. You don't want to take out all the corplets, because if you do, more will respawn. So you just want to, what I, like, you kind of saw, I like to sonar explosion at the beginning, and, like, clear a bunch out, so that then, you know, they're not bugging me as much, but I don't get rid of all of them. This has probably been my best run so far of the second phase. I think if I just get one more string of shooting him without getting hit by a corplet, I'm going to be pretty much clear. Oh my god, that was a great run of the second phase. I only got hit like twice, I think. And I got it done way faster too because of that. Man, yeah, just get through it. Time to take this boardroom struggle to the next level. Quack! Activate the wall and roof lasers. Okay, the buttons all look so similar. Quack, you bird brain! Excuse me.
No, that's okay.
Oops.
I just got an interesting fave.
I think I hear the phone ringing. I'd best go and answer it. forgot who was talking.
I got an interesting fave on DeviantArt. Someone has like a folder for artwork I'm reviewing on my channel, and they just submitted a piece of my artwork to that.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm like, is this going to be on YouTube? And if it is, then I should check it out.
Yeah, that sounds neat. So this phase, this third phase of capital B, is actually like 4 phases in one. Like there are 4 sub phases, and each one you have to hit him twice. So for this first one, right, he just does these kind of Bowser quakes. And after 4, his stick will get stuck. You can trip him and slam him, just like the first phase. So this third phase is actually, in my opinion, like one of the easier ones. Much easier than the second and the fourth one. I almost never get hurt in the entirety of the third phase. Like, sometimes I'll mess up and get hurt, but not very often. The second part of this is he brings in the bees. The only thing you have to do with the bees is just Sonar Explosion after his 4 waves. They won't attack you before the 4 waves are done. As far as I can tell, it's never happened to me. And then you trip and slam, just like before. Alright, so now we're just gotta do that again. Like I said, each of these is like 2 hits.
Ooh, interesting.
What?
Sorry, I'm just reading this person's folder description.
Uh-huh.
And
Whoops.
they're like, oh, don't worry about me favoriting this. I still have to get your permission first.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I think I might actually go ahead and say, hey, you have permission to review any of my artwork on your channel.
That sounds neat, yeah.
Because I think, it's a really great way of, like, co-promoting stuff. Because if I know there's a video with my stuff on it, I'm going to still promote the shit out of that channel.
So for this phase, do you see those hives that have fallen? Those hives, when they get hit with his quakes, will, as you can see, make more quakes. So it's really just a matter of finding the spots where you can land. Also, in my opinion, not that hard. This is the part where I will get hit occasionally, but it only happens like once every 5 attempts or so. Now, there is one part here you have to be really careful of. Okay, I'm in the clear. What'll happen sometimes is if you do this hit on him before all the waves have finished passing, you can still get hit by them. What happened is, I'll show it too. I was in this cutscene right now, but a yellow wave that was still going hit me, and I couldn't move because it's a cutscene, and so then I died to the acid. It was pretty crazy. This part is the exact same, just with the bees. In my opinion, no harder than the previous section. All you have to do is exactly what you did, except you Sonar Explosion before you trip him. So, yeah, it's just one extra step. It's not any more difficult, in my opinion. No, it's the final phase that I've been having the most trouble with. Besides the second phase. The second phase is still the hardest for me, but I made it through pretty good this time, so I'm hoping that'll let me get through the third phase, because I can make a few more mistakes. Alright. Fourth phase time. Final phase. Time for the capital to soar and release some explosive equity. You types never learn. You always end up taking yourselves down. That's a hint on what you're supposed to do. Here's what's going to happen. He's going to start flying and releasing these stinger bombs out of his butt. What you got to do is use Flappy Flight to make them hit him. At least that's what I found. I've read somewhere that some speedrunners have found a way to just, like, spring up and do it, but that sounds, like, way harder to control. The biggest problem here is your energy meter. You really don't have enough energy to continuously do this as many times as you need to win. So you need to spend as much time on the ground as you can between bombs so you can refill your energy a little bit. And then if you run out of energy, you gotta either just you can try to dodge. It's hard without energy. And usually the startup time too for Flappy Flight winds up really screwing me over sometimes. But what I want to do, because I think it'll be much easier, is to just, when I'm out of energy, just take a hit and let my energy refill. So, like, right now, I can't really dodge these because I have no energy. But if I just take a hit, then it won't be that big of a deal, as long as my energy refills. Thank you. And I can take now, like, 7 more hits? So I'm hoping at this point to kind of, DPS him, do more damage to him than he does to me. That is my strategy right now. I should have just kept flying. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, crap. Ah, this was bad. Oh, I juked it. That's really hard. You can juke them, though.
What's that mean?
You know, it's like in football. You do like a quick little turnaround and trick the guy into moving a different way.
Oh, see, I don't know anything about football, so...
Oh, right.
It's just such an odd term.
Juke?
Yeah.
I like it.
Damn it, I want to comment on this thing, but it keeps loading more stuff. And I'm like, I can't get to the bottom of the page.
Okay. Unfortunately, I took a hit there, but like I said, then I get invincibility for a little bit, and I can avoid other hits. The best way to go about this, I'm not doing this very efficiently. You want to try to head them off with the bombs, and because then they'll meet them head on, and it's a lot easier to hit that way, but... I've seen that, like... I mean, the one thing, too, is I don't have as much energy as you could, right? I'm just going to let that one hit me. Alright, let's fly. I think we're almost done. I think we only have to hit him, like, 2 more times and maybe 1 more time. Because we're at the part where he shoots 3. This is the furthest... I'm now currently the furthest I've ever been at this fight. Because that's as much as I've seen, is him shooting 3 at once. Oh my god, he is fast. I have to, like, really, really head him off. That's still not enough. Oh my god, I'm gonna get hit again. Wow. Okay, I gotta, like, really just circle the opposite direction. Even then, he's so fast he usually passes me by before it gets to him. I know I'm low on energy, but I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna get hit either way if I mess up. So, whatever. Dang, that was bad. But this is my first time even trying to hit him with the 3 stingers. Let's fly! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I made that. Okay. It's nice and slow. Got it! Oh, I won! You only need to do that once! I won!
Woo!
Yes!
Finally. Jeez, took you long enough.
Didn't take me as long as Sans.
True.
Out of business. I was only doing my job, you numbskulls. Time for the secret final boss.
There's a secret final boss? Why is there always a secret final boss?
I'm just kidding. And a poor job at that, Mr. B. The board aren't going to be happy with your performance at all. I should report you. No, wait. I can still win. Don't grass me up. Hold on. I thought Capital B was the boss around here. There's always a board. Oh, he's but a cog in a machine. I'm here to monitor the key facts and trivia, and then present them to the real bosses in easy-to-digest bullet point form. That explains the quiz questions. Anyway, the time for talking is over, feather features. We'll be taking our book back now. Is there actually like a secret final boss? Stop, you fools! You have no idea of its true purpose. When Vile get their hands on it, we'll rule the world! Quiet, Mr. B. Remember, it states in our contracts not to disclose secret information to non-employees. No matter. We'll be taking back the one book now, and ending your adventure permanently. Hello? Is this the first aid room? Blasto, what are you doing here? I had the wrong voice for a second there. I've got something else stuck in my throat. I don't know if I ever did the first Blasto. I don't know if I ever found Blasto. I found Big Blasto. I need assistance. Oh no, here it comes! You crazy cannon! We were about to wallop that duck and find out all about their secret organization. Spelled with an S. Ew, I'm much better now, thanks. No harm done, Blasto. At least we finally reclaimed Laylee's book and ended Ivory Tower's evil schemes for good. Until the sequel, you fight the bigger bosses! That magic book's going straight in the safe when I get home. It'll only appreciate in value. It'll only appreciate in value? Come on, everyone. Let's get back to Shipwreck Creek and celebrate. So I think that's the end of the game. Time for ending and credits roll. Do we get fun little epilogue like Banjo and Kazooie hanging out at the beach or playing kickball with Grunty's skull? No, it wasn't kickball. It was hacky sack. They played hacky sack with Grunty's skull after killing her.
Nice.
This is going to be a long episode, of course, as most of my finale episodes tend to be, because I don't want to like create a second episode just for the ending. Oh, hey, the girl who's going to take over the galaxy is here. And so is Shovel Knight, and the snowman I didn't help out, and the trolley, and some of the Blamphibians. I guess the Blamphibians and the Galactic Girdle aren't at war. Oh, and there's the Knights of Hamelot. Oh, and there's Dr. Puzz. And Trouser. I was like, where's Trouser? He's my favorite. Om nom nom. A grand party, young warriors. Om nom nom. Would thou mind embarking on a noble quest for more cake? I think you've had enough. Now, let's not argue. We're all here to celebrate the heroic acts of brave Blasto. Ha ha ha! They're celebrating Blasto. Yes, very brave. That loose cannon almost blew our heads off. One question, fellas. What exactly did y'all do with that unsavory scoundrel, capital B? Well, he's stuck in a book. There's no need to worry about him anymore, Cardos. Thanks to Laylee and I, that chapter's been permanently closed. Woo-wee! That's swell. A few more adventures like this one, and y'all will have almost gone and made it as genuine heroes. I can't press ahead in this dialogue. Almost. I risked my neck finishing this game. This game was way longer than I thought. Calm down, Laylee. I'm sure there'll be plenty of time to top up our hero kudos in the future. For now, let's kick back and enjoy the massive credits scroll. Yay! We win!
Yay.
And there's the one book.
To rule them all.
The one book to rule them all. It's still missing like 43 pages, but whatevs. Oh, I can actually speed up the credits. I won't, but that's cool. All right, so that's Yooka-Laylee. Was that part supposed to scroll up, or is it just in front?
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Maybe the composers will pull it back up, or yeah. Oh, okay, that's an interesting way to do it. In any case, as always, when during the credits roll, I talk about the game. I thought Yooka-Laylee was very enjoyable. I think, the big goal of Yooka-Laylee was to revive the 3D collectible adventure platformer and to be a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, and I think it did that really well. It does definitely have a Banjo-Kazooie feel to it. In some cases, I think maybe too much, where it kind of just feels like a reskinning of it, but it still accomplished that goal and did it really, really well. Honestly, it took me a while to get into the game because I felt like I wasn't able to explore as much as I wanted to without getting all the powers from each world, but that's just kind of the formula of the game. And as far as that goes, once I was able to do that stuff, I had a lot of fun in the game. Be in the game voiceovers. Anyway, so I wind up having a lot of fun with the game once I was able to do as much as I was. So, I enjoyed this game. That being said, there are some design choices that I thought could have been done better. Some of the boss fights weren't overly interesting. I guess in particular, just the first two. Everything after that was actually pretty fun. Although I have heard that with some of the patches that they've done since I've started this LP, they made the Rampo boss fight better, and they fixed up some of the camera angles and the camera control. So a lot of the problems that I had with this game have actually like already been addressed and fixed up through patches. So, I mean, that being the case, I can't harp too badly on some of these things because they've been fixed. And that's one of the things that's kind of the beauty of newer games, is that if there's something that people don't like, they actually can patch it and fix it and make it better. And they've done a proactive job of making this game better than when it was first released. It's been interesting because there's been a lot of conflicting opinions on Yooka-Laylee online. Some people really, really love it. And some people think it's terrible. There's been a few popular videos where it's like, oh, Yooka-Laylee is quite simply a bad game. I'm leaning towards it. I don't think it's objectively bad whatsoever. I don't agree with that. But I don't absolutely love it either. I really do think that this game is, really, really intended for people who were huge Banjo-Kazooie fans. And as I stated at the beginning of the LP, I actually never played Banjo-Kazooie. I play Donkey Kong 64, and I've watched lots of Banjo-Kazooie LPs, but I've never played the game myself. So without that nostalgic value and just taking the game at face value, it was fine. There were things I'd like to see, done better. And I don't know if the style is something that I could really, really get into. I don't know if I would have been interested enough in this game to keep going with it if it weren't for the fact I was recording it. But my overall experience with this game was still positive. What I'm more excited now is seeing what Playtonic does in the future, because I do think that this is enough to show me that Playtonic has a lot going for it and that they can do a lot. I always remember with Classic Rare how good they were at innovating, coming up with really new ideas. This wasn't that, but it wasn't meant to be that. It was meant to be something like Banjo-Kazooie, which it was. But now that they've done it, I mean, I would not mind if they did more Yooka-Laylee games in the future, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, but I want to see them innovate more, too. It's like, okay, now that you've done the Banjo-Kazooie spiritual successor, get some, new ideas going, because that's what I always remember Classic Rare being good at, was new ideas. What I would really like to see, what I was thinking about the other day, is if they finally did their racing game in the vein of Donkey Kong Racing. If you don't know much about that, you should watch Beta 64's video on it, because it's really well put out. Thought out. I don't know. I said put out.
Well then.
So when I'm recording myself, my words come out before my thoughts do. You know what I mean?
That sounds like me all the time.
Hey, yes, you should watch Beta 64's video on Donkey Kong Racing if you haven't already. But I mean, the mechanical idea behind it is that you would be racing, but animal hopping, jumping from animal to animal that you see, in the whatever environment you're racing in. And they had this really cool system for it. And that'd be cool if that idea was fully realized. Excuse me, just had breakfast. It was pork and eggs. Yeah, pork chops and eggs.
Leftovers from last night mixed
plus
with
eggs. Yeah, it was good.
That's the best way to make breakfast, by the way. If you have leftovers from dinner, just mix it with eggs.
Exactly. Pizza eggs, steak eggs.
Okay, steak and eggs is good, but not pizza and eggs.
What? Not pizza and eggs?
That sounds wrong. Anything bread-like,
Are eggs bread-like?
No. Anything bread-like mixed with eggs, unless it's toast that you're putting
on top of.
I
see what you're saying.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess. You could probably... I think you could still do... I want to try, fried eggs on pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any case, getting a little off track. I guess I don't have too much more to say. Overall I had a positive experience with this game. It wasn't my favorite. I don't think I would go back and play it again or try to 100% it. But that final boss fight was really epic, actually. Even though I had a lot of trouble with it, man, it felt like a final boss fight. It felt challenging but fair but big. That was what a final boss fight should be like. So yeah, I enjoyed this game, and I think parts could be done better, and I'm excited to see what Playtonic does in the future. So thank you for watching. We'll see you for the next LP. I mean, this just looks like old backers. So how do I do that speed up thing again? That's pause. Ah! Oh, I guess I just skipped the whole thing. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to try to scroll ahead and see if I could find my name. You know, Pizza Dude Man Guy, because I backed this game.
I gotta leave.
Oh, okay. And
Sorry.
I do too.
My
So
stomach is like freaking out right now.
we will see you guys next time for whatever we do next. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. I'm gonna land right here, and then there we go. Perfect. That went really well. Yeah. What? That's bullshit. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. The game killed me in cutscene.
What?
I couldn't move. The
That's
game killed me
stupid.
in cutscene.